Jordan. Outside Harper. Back to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And now the Strawberry playing first. Here's Drexler. Takes it off the puck. to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take
No clue. Typically where their pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Give me, baby, what you doing, yo? I need to know if you put give me your favorite hoe. Excuse me, baby, what you doing, yo? I need to know if you give me your favorite hoe.
second quarter beginning in just a moment. Tipped away. Good notes with the steal.
Shop videos.
going on, decent man? Appreciate you doing the broadcast, or at least sending the message.
And Williams drops the ball.
Rich went 1 minute early. Remember in there. Remember in the bathroom. Good sister had to go pee, Mir. Mir. Okay. You stand right? Oh, you done now? Oh, okay. Get some clean socks on. Yeah, they're good. Get something to eat. Close the door. You still got your Captain Crunch cereal in the bin? I'm hungry. I just said, do you still got your Captain Crunch cereal? Yes. You want that? Yeah. Alright. Get it for me, I'll fix it for you. Okay. What time is it? Early, it's like 6:10. In the morning. Yeah. I was knocked out. Since you're up, go give me your medicine. Huh? Go give me your medicine. Okay.
Oh, she got to slamming that door.
Seconds left in the first half. Cody McCann missing. UK Sports halftime show. We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Sorry, Kelsey. This is the
Don't stay the door, Celeste.
near flawless execution of local defense and
Clearly I did it. Mommy, look. I did it. I take I just forgot. What? Look at that bottle. We just said we wasn't gonna give it to you anymore because the car draws with us. Go get it. Don't slam it. No, just give it to me. My room.
Celeste.
You brush your teeth, wash your face, man?
So, what is the most important thing
Go ahead.
ever?
What? Make you some grits. Instant grits.
Well, the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Here. I'm gonna do this with you. Here. Celeste, this is not what's left in your bin.
No, no, I asked him yesterday at Wheeler's house.
Oh.
You remember yesterday I got picked up? You remember at school yesterday?
Honey, her voice is still raspy.
I know.
So.
Raspy and loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can't help that shit, right?
She don't want nobody next to her to hear something. She's not a whisper.
Whatever.
You want some cereal? Mom, you want some cereal?
Girl.
Both good from the line.
They can't take us some cereal. Shit.
Drexler with it.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mm-hmm.
No.
She just got up.
Can't be. Celeste, here. Celeste.
Come on. See, Mom, look.
Yeah, here.
Maybe. Come on, baby.
Cereal? Here.
I'm coming. See, Mom? Here, Mom. Here.
Yeah, my exact words. Right out my mouth. Here. Here!
Mom, will you coughing?
Go in your room and eat.
Okay.
You have here. Since he's up. I'll do it. No, I'll do it. You know how I do it.
You heard Baba. Mom, you know he heard Baba.
So the slipper, something there. Right here by Celeste.
You got my slipper.
Have some more.
Too much there on just to wash the phone. That's why you wait to have a dish soap. You don't need that much soap to wash the phone.
There's a leaf.
Hmm?
Yeah, leaf.
All it is that. That's it. Yes.
Huh?
Man, come here. Who is the genius? Who is the genius? That's sugar. Who is the genius?
Oh, that's what, yeah. But where the sugar then?
Yeah. Ah, that's the table.
I just noticed. So that means it's been there. You was up making coffee. You didn't
No,
know that?
that wasn't there.
Okay, well then you know who the culprit fucker is. Cause I ain't make no coffee. I just woke up.
That's the more that.
I'm gonna start treating all y'all like babies again. I'm gonna do everything for y'all. Cut y'all meat up, fix y'all plates, like little inky babies. No, Mary, you can't have coffee. Like shit. I'm gonna cut up your tacos like I used to do it in fours. Finger tacos, finger foods, yeah. But niggas in high school. Shit.
Yo, Miss, you know about the, how to, you know about how to do ghost town on GTA?
That shit was bomb as hell.
Stolen. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jordan.
Hold up.
Thinking you did a great job sharing the ball.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna put my mask on. Go ahead.
I'm not sick.
That's not your regular voice neither.
I'm not sick. It's just a little cough.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not trying to get that shit.
Oh, Mom. No.
Trailblazers trail by 10.
I'm not being mean.
Why you think you're married?
On the corner.
What?
Maybe it's sick.
Mary's sick.
Yes, he is.
No, he is not sick.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Mom.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Girl, he's not sick. Why are you sitting there trying to argue with your mother?
I'm not sick.
Okay, honey. You're not sick.
So why I went to school yesterday?
Of course you went to school, sweetie.
And I'm not sick.
And that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not sick.
Well, you still got that cough left. That was your alarm clock to wake up. It's 6:30.
Oh, come on.
Are you really painting my hair?
Huh?
I said, are you really painting my hair? You stop. Okay, that is enough. I love you.
Joking.
Oh,
We cleaned the house.
just looking.
I'm home.
You're home.
Oh, and did you saw someone play this game? It's Mr. Dummy Toy Shop. I go play on this computer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Celeste. Celeste.
Yes.
Mirror's computer is messed up.
But it's other one.
I don't even think that's on. And I don't think that works. Auntie Hope gotta fix it. You hurry, I just told her that none of the computers is on.
I want to play Mr. Dummy Toy.
I understand.
Please, Mommy.
See, this is what happens when hardhead ass kids don't listen. When I told them to put their tablet.
I can't fit it on there. Only on mirrors.
Yeah, well, Mirror's not even working.
Well, his other one.
Mirror,
Huh?
did you get that new laptop working yet or no? No, I said, did you get it working? Because she keeps saying that it's on.
I said the old one.
The old one don't work.
But the other one.
Celeste, neither one of them is on.
But we can't play that because we want to play on the game.
The game is in your room.
I can't play with it.
What's the name of the game?
Funny Debbie Toy Shop.
Funny Debbie Toy Shop.
No, Funny Dummy
Oh, Funny Dummy.
Toy Shop. It's like Slappy.
Who?
Slappy. It's just like Goosebumps. It's a jump scare and you gotta get all of it and you gotta escape. Where got robots on there? I know, but I can't get it. know that.
Hold on. This shit about to die.
I can't stay on my Xbox. Mommy, please.
Hey, this phone about to die. It's at 13%.
But still, God.
For mine?
Huh?
To mine?
What, you gonna let her use your phone?
You said, I thought you said my phone was about to die.
Why let me talk about your phone?
Your phone. But I thought you had my phone.
No,
About
man.
food.
What?
I'm gonna play.
Then go play. Ask me to hook up your game.
I can't.
Why?
We got school.
Well, then you can't play shit. Once you get out of school, you can play it.
I can't.
Well, I don't want to hear it.
That's why I'm being here.
I don't care. Shit, you go wherever you want to go. Ask Santa for a new family. Like I give a fuck.
What are you crying for?
I'm not crying.
Okay, no, I hear you whining. Let me tell you that. Why are you whining for? What is he whining for, Des?
Cause you want to play a game. This phone
You
about
want
to
to
die.
play? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not whining. I'm asking Mom can I play. And I say,
I said this is about to die.
And guess what?
I said go hook up your game.
No, I'm
I
about
can't.
to tell her something. I'm about to tell her something. Your mother said no. You know me.
No.
So,
Okay, go butt somewhere else.
Wait,
Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Get
No,
up.
get up. Go.
let's go.
I am live.
Because this is something else.
Yeah. Enjoy this last year, honey. Cause you're definitely going with your dad. I understand it. The brat is spoiled, and now it's hard to break her out of it.
What is you raising your freaking voice for? Okay, what's the problem? Why are you crying?
Ugh. Yeah, Lester, she's all yours. All fucking yours.
Hey,
Well, honey, you're crying, honey. She did say that. No, let me do that. Okay, so what do you want? If she said no. Get a percentage off. So if the percentage goal, what do you think she got in her percentage goal? So it doesn't matter, start off. So what? She pays the bill. She pays the phone bill. Now I'm about to get the real. So what do you know? She was saying that there. It's not
Hey.
so far.
What?
Back up with you. Come on.
It's not your fault. You don't have the right to question her. So whatever you say, bro. So what if she beat on you? She just told you she did. She told you no. Her percentage is that. So what if she's still on you? It's her fault. She paid the bill. Jack is paying the bill. You want my aid and cry over something under well. Okay, so you can't be on your phone. What are you worried about this morning? You slept good, you had breakfast, I'm putting your clothes back in the shower. Try it again. You're about to hit a bar. Your dad is going to get a party. Your son's coming. You're going to get a car. Try it again. Something is never before. Celeste, this is for you. Because you're reminding me. There was something that I told you before. That is actually everything you are. Lucky has to put this on your heart. Before a house is built upon it. You got to come back to a place. This pearl thing right here. She doesn't have a husband. So she's asking you back home. So don't get defensive. It's her phone. She can do what she wants. I want you to understand, Celeste. You go cry over something that's not even yours. Why would you cry? Why would you worry over something that's not even yours? Now you understand? Okay, her percentage is right. If she wants to stay on the phone until it go down, so what? Just get her phone and cry about it. It's just, it's her son's phone and it's her phone. She doesn't have a house phone. So what do you think she's supposed to do? Not be on it? And she pays the bill? It's time for you to get out of that crying. That's not your fault. She can do what she wants. She's the mother. You're the children. You don't need to cry. So what? So what? Just tell you to take your phone. So what? Okay, what are you talking about now? Talking about the White House or not? What are you gonna say? Oh, the White House. Yeah, you could tell me anything. No, you can sit right there. I'm gonna say my mother. No, you can sit right there because you ain't gonna talk. You get ready to talk. You get ready to talk. Stop. 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 Stop it right now.
You
Stop it
dirty
right
ass
now.
cats better
Stop
leave
it
my
right now.
pants alone.
Stop. 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 Stop it right now.
This is my winter
Stop it
today.
right.
My
Stop it right now.
shorts.
You stop it. Wipe it right now. Don't care about none of that. You stop. You fight it. You fight everything. You watch it. I said stop. I said stop. Enough is enough. That's ridiculous. You're gonna sit here and hear about this and get a shower. She told you no and that's what she meant. No. No. Stop being a freaking wife. You just like you know.
Ooh, you suck my mouth.
You know what?
I said, oh, call me.
That's ridiculous. 8 years old, you want no not even yours. Take your little happy ass down. Little happy ass down. Enough is enough. I'm hearing you whine over something that's not even yours. I'm stuck here just standing here listening. You give your mother trouble like that? No, you don't.
They call those eggs.
Huh?
Yeah,
You call cheesy eggs?
no, they call like scratch eggs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that was the bread you was saving for me. And I was like, I got this. Where was one of the breads that? And I was like,
That little cat needs what? Now he's on them doggone your legs. You think that's something? Your friend at school, isn't you crying over a phone that's not even yours? I know how to do it. I have lots. I had lots of children in school that way. See, I'm gonna scrape your ass. Oh, you don't. I don't give a damn about you hate me right now. I love you all, but you're not gonna sit and start whining and start disrespecting your mother. Your mother told you no, don't be no. You know, whine over something that's not even yours. Everything.
oh my god. 2 more days. Oh shit.
I make the scramble season and that cheese, yo, I make it a munchie. I make it a munchie, yo, you make it so quick and I suck your hungry.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
I've been doing that.
Thank you for this legend shit and
What?
no, y'all get that shit.
Don't let what hit the floor.
Huh?
Don't let what hit the floor.
Shut up, it did. They was all trying to work.
Oh. Oh.
So yeah. So because the one saw it first, and the other one was like, shh, get away. And I said, no, both of y'all get
They
away.
was like, munchie, hey!
Yeah. Nah, none of y'all get that shit. Now that's your regular scheduled program of being hungry.
Munchie, hey!
Yeah. I was like, shit hit the floor.
Hey, Matt, you want to spend a good one here?
Relationships in this household. Not so much that. My strength is convenience.
It's the second
There's a hole in the back, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that might explain it.
That's good. When motherfuckers get it, it leaks.
So it's more than one.
She talked to you?
Yeah, we talking now.
Did she apologize?
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yep.
That's all I need to hear.
That's all right.
I know you're all right, because it's the third she needs to understand. Enough is enough is enough. You said no. You presented her down. Bottom line. She could have said, okay, Ma. Came in she could ask me. I would give her my phone. But you want a wife or something not even yours? Get it together.
All right, she'll be together this year.
She will, eventually. She will. She don't have no choice. Yes, you can. I love you. But I'm tired of hearing you whine with her. Because you did it wrong. And I'm going to apologize. I'm sorry.
That's why you came.
And I'm saying right now, I used my hand and I tore her little ass up
Come on.
in that room. If you don't mind.
That's funny. You're very happy you don't mind.
You know what I'm saying? I would say the same thing to my daughter. And to my son.
If you
When I
wasn't a
got
grandmother,
tired of it.
if you wasn't her grandmother, that's one thing.
Yeah, but I know the difference. But the thing is, I have to ask, and I will ask when it comes up. I will. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh shit. I just put the phone in the charge. What time is it, honey?
I'm about to get her. Is Johnny done the bathroom?
He been done.
Okay.
Oh honey, give him your axe. He just needs to spray his arms. Really good.
I gotta jump this outside.
Really good.
I gotta jump this outside.
Oh yeah, Mary Tina the garbage out when you leave.
Okay.
Girl, you could be watching that shit in your room. You don't need a phone for that. You say you wanted to play a game. That's not a game.
I know.
Well then, you can give your grandma back her phone and watch that on your TV.
I asked her, can I watch it?
You can watch it in your room on your TV. Way bigger than that damn phone. Girl, I'm gonna feel bad for you when your dad come home.
No, you were not.
Yeah, it's gonna be some fun and glamour and glitz and all that shit in between there.
Baby, come over here. You gotta see me take the clothes off. Come over here.
Yeah, what are you doing? It's going on 7.
I'm about to get dressed.
Where is it?
I'll give it back to you. Yeah. Take your shirt off. You're a young man. Take your shirt off.
Where's that?
I gave it to you after you used it one time. No, after I used it. Did you put it back in the drawer? Where's the light bulb?
Wait, no. I woke up just now. Hey, bro.
Finally, you're late.
Yeah.
Goddamn baby love.
I have to locate it, Kenzie. I don't know where it's at.
Here, Mary. It may not be much, but at least with the axe, it has a smell to it. This deodorant here as well. Gotta do some extra shit with this.
I can't understand where he put it at. 'Cause I don't know where the fuck was that shirt.
Here, Mary.
There.
Found it?
The mouthful.
Let me look in the room right quick,
Huh?
Let me look in the room right quick.
Mary.
I don't know where the fuck that shit disappeared to. Obviously, they've been in my bag again, though. Kids don't have room, bro.
That part. Never fails.
And he'll go to the line for two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Mirror! Mirror!
Yeah.
I know you hear me calling you.
Well, yes, but I'm trying to get dressed.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, so let's keep that from here.
No.
Well, why?
What?
It pops out. Bring it back.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is over.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way on the line here in the second half.
You still got the oven on?
No. I turned it off.
can take it to the gym if you want.
Oh, great. Thanks.
I'm just saying, it pops out, so just be
I
careful
don't know
with
if
it.
it pops out.
Yeah, but if it pop out on the floor and you're in the gym and people see it and laugh, you know, and that's a whole brand spanking new deodorant. When it's the first day I opened it and used it, the shit popped out. Manufacturer gotta be more careful. They gotta know how to. Somebody who's on the job didn't know how to properly put it on, and didn't properly put it on. Cause ain't no way in hell a brand new stick of deodorant is supposed to just pop out like that. A whole brand new one.
I had that happen. Hell, I done bought brand new aerosol joints and the shit don't even work. Spray one time, after that shit don't work no more.
Yeah. And that shit's fucked up. And how you expect for motherfuckers to really get, you know, like, Okay. Yeah. What time is it now? Gotta be like 7 something.
Oh, 4.
7:04?
Yeah. Yeah, shit, yeah.
That's also good. So let's go. This guy is off the top of the rope.
You know what the dope shit is? It's that Granny knew, right? That I was having baby love. And she knew I was gonna be okay with him. You know, I went to her, I cried to her, I said, Granny, I don't know if I can keep him. She said, you gonna be alright. She said, you gonna have the baby. The baby gonna be just fine, and so are you. Not worthy as our anniversary. We're going to find out just how fine I am.
Okay, let's go.
Good game, good game. Oh, I'm sorry, it's still going.
Yeah, 1 second left. Yeah, it came back and made it close by 3 points.
There's 21 seconds left. Here's Rodman. Second chance shot, and he sinks the way up. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, you can't foul your way into a victory now, player. They came all the way back, went ahead by 1 point with 2 minutes left in the game.
I need to talk to Saeed later. I need him to create me a,
You can't do that for your bra. I mean, for your nipples, you can't do that.
No, I'm talking about for Saturday.
Who?
For Saturday. I need to create me a party packet.
Why?
Because it's the Royal Rumble. And it's Granny's favorite pay-per-view. So, you know, maybe full tray pizza with wings. Just give me a set price for
Champion? Why would you, and then we just make the wings again? Like, you know, you can cook our own wings and shit. Like, that's what's spending extra money for.
it. Wait, say it again?
We can cook our own motherfucking wings.
With what money? Or what stamps?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No, it's a good analogy. Yeah, you're right. We motherfuckers can cook their own shit, yes. We definitely can do our own shit. And shit turned out pretty damn hilariously good. But, you know, this is the Rumble.
Maybe I should put together some WrestleMania themed motherfucking platters and shit when it be coming around.
Now we can do that ourselves when WrestleMania come around.
Like really WrestleMania, Rumble, or like maybe I should put together some like private little party packages.
But see, it's too close to the time for
I'm not
Rumble.
about right now.
Oh, well, put it like this, but the WrestleMania is coming up, and that's the biggest pay-per-view. Like,
Super Bowl.
huh?
Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not a football fan. I watch the halftime show, yeah. You know, I watch the Super Bowl just to eat.
I'm a fan of the Super Bowl when more so when my team is playing. If my team is playing, I'm a fan of the Super Bowl.
Who's going to the Super Bowl this year? Do you know?
No, I have not.
I believe it's Kansas
Did
City.
they do the playoffs yet?
Who?
They've
Did
been.
They did
Yeah,
already?
Super Bowl should be
it's
coming.
the Super Bowl
It
is
usually starts
17th.
between February 3rd and February 7th.
It's the same.
Because
It's
last
late.
year
It's
was on
gonna
my
be late.
birthday.
It's gonna be the 17th this year. It's gonna be late.
Because last year was on my birthday.
But I know Kansas City, they should be going because Tom Brady ain't.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah, you damn right they ain't got beat. KC.
Oh, shit.
That's right. He won't be going this year.
Oh, damn. Time to retire.
He ain't retiring.
Huh?
He's not retired. He's playing another season.
I said, oh, damn. Time to retire. Yo, as they make another Super Bowl, nigga, yeah. Nah, but, yeah. See, I don't do football. The women in my family do, yes.
That's a fun
Huh?
Check this out. You see this rag? Mind you, I don't know what's in my pocket. Because I'm using it to wash the club out.
Uh-huh.
I said, lady, you see my rag? I said, I know damn well I just had it in my hand.
Lord,
I'm looking in my bag. I'm like, what the fuck? Is he dropping a ball? Is that a joke? I just had it. The whole time it's hanging out, and Lily was like, Lily, you sure you can't find it? But she's looking at it. I said, I'm in the room. I started to damn well like crazy. But Lily I go back in the bathroom. She said, Lily, make sure you look behind the door. I look behind the door.
The whole time she see
Good one.
And she said, well, Lily, go back in the room. Maybe I went back in the room twice. The shit hanging like this. She said, Lily, turn around. And she pulled it. I'm like, okay. She said, Lily, I know it was back there.
She was just working you out real quick. Oh God. I think I had to fight Baby Love for that one. Motherfucker, you knew the whole time? I know.
Yeah, I believe it's the Rams and KC.
Okay.
Oh, word?
Of course. And you see they hurry up and made it. The nigga just died.
Man, listen, this man is legend. And his name is synonymous next to motherfucking Lombardi.
Who?
Lombardi. Lombardi is the owner of the Green Bay Packers. They also is also the name of he's also the name of the trophy, the Super Bowl trophy. Why? Because they won Vince Lombardi because they won the first Super Bowl. So the trophy is named the Lombardi Trophy. Man, listen, John Madden's name is gonna be right next to his. It's the most iconic name. And
don't be surprised if they got a plaque with his name on it already for this year's Super Bowl. Don't be surprised.
Early check.
His name is gonna be
up to 2 days earlier.
The next most important name when mentioned in football.
In the history of decisions.
There's nothing more important in football than the Lombardi Trophy. That's the Super Bowl, the champion. To hoist that shit up. Next to that, John Madden is the next best thing. I think he was the fastest to get 100 wins or something like that.
What's in your wallet?
I mean, yo, his whole approach to football was so.
He played, or
he played. He was a player. He was a coach, and then he went on to become a video game icon.
I'm in love with someone else. Oh, not you. His brother.
Oh, shit.
That was an unexpected plot twist. What you can't expect, though, State Farm being there when you need us, no matter what comes up. It's called service. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your life
that
isn't
wasn't
one
a
size
good
fits
job,
all.
Claire.
It's about what suits your body and what suits the moment. It's just you. So instead of putting it in words, we're putting it in a store. Your store. One that knows you and fits you. So that you can be yourself anywhere.
That wasn't a good look. Like
Introducing Stitch Fix Freestyle. Your personalized store.
He didn't give the punch to it a chance to sit in and none of that. He just rushed
Take
right
your
through
style
it.
quiz at StitchFix.com.
The Winter Olympics are streaming on Peacock live.
I usually watch that a little bit
Access
too.
pass to stream every event
I
every
watched
day
it.
with live skiing, skating, and
once or
scoring.
twice when I was living
From the world's most breathtaking, record-breaking, history-making athletes. The Winter Olympics on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
We actually sat back and watched. I want to say 9th Street. We sat back and watched it together.
You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in that little chair.
when is this airing? Gentlemen, I was asked to do something for John Madden. I didn't hesitate.
Let's go, Giants.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And NFL wants you to do so and so and such and such. I said, man, I told my daughter, man, he ain't doing that. And he said, it's for John Madden. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll work that out.
Facts.
When I first started, we were the American Football League. You know, it's grown so much, just like history. What was good in one era at one time isn't good all the time.
That's him talking about.
I went from coaching, and from a coach to a broadcaster, and then from a broadcaster to video games. Also, I do pretty well in business. But I always wanted to be known as a coach.
They had just did the preview showing that this documentary was coming out before he passed away.
How long have you guys been married?
Oh, 61 and a half years.
I'm going to begin with his coaching career.
Okay.
How did John handle losing, Virginia?
Not well. Not well. No, he was not used to losing, nor was I. He had conditioned me to winning.
I mean, first of all, John was on top of the game. The Raiders were in the AFC Championship game every year. Let's start with that. You know, they were just a big physical football team. When you look at John, you don't mistake him for anybody else. You can see this guy a mile away. And he always wore his stupid sideline pass. The thing always blew and it's going all over the place and everything.
A little disheveled from time to time. Everything's not always in the right spot.
The first thing that jumps out are the hands. You know, up and down.
All you saw was and yelling and screaming at guys.
Hey, throw the damn flag! You big jerk! You don't fuck! You ever flung one on them? Don't get excited, John. Relax.
When you saw him on the sideline with a mouth that could eat a watermelon, and he had the big hook nose and the flowing red hair, he was a cartoon character.
One of the commentators said one time that I looked like an unmade bed, and I I thought of that. I didn't take that as a real affront. I thought, well, that's not bad. I didn't have a lot of clothes. Whatever I had, I just kind of pick out and say, I'll wear this. And then if we won, then that became my lucky outfit. So I had to wear that again.
John's an emotional guy. He's not afraid to show that. He showed it on the sideline. When you get to know him, he shows it. And then that's the way his players play.
Most people of this generation don't see John as coach. He's coach. He wanted to win so bad for the players.
Wow.
You can't write the history of professional football on the field without Coach Madden.
That is like our truth.
He was doing everything in his power to get his players to be at peak performance. He's a genius. He was a coaching genius.
Telling his players, this is what I want. Downhill, full speed, knock that guy on his butt, boom.
He's a big presence. Seeing him jumping around.
He fought, and he'll fight you till the end.
Sabler rolling to the left. He's going to go. Woo! Runs it in.
John Madden is to the NFL what Elvis Presley was to rock and roll. He's the king.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Well, I never saw any reason why the Raiders should ever lose a game. And I used to get so upset with coaches' wives who said, well, you can't win them all. And I said, why the hell can't you?
Stabler back to pass, a quick throw into the end zone. Casper, touchdown Raiders!
And from that point on, we opened the gates. We were on our way. I said, we're going to kill these guys.
John Madden's grin is from ear to ear. He looks like a
There's a lot of dudes today with make a play back there.
You know, if they look back now, so what kind of coach was it? He was crazy.
Way more. They hit for real. Niggas got hit, they nuts and all of that. There's a lot of man, shit. Hell, the helmets wasn't even as padded as they are now. I was thinking,
Watching football and understanding.
I understand, but that was the first football game I ever saw.
Oh, damn, entirely
Word. And damn near the most decorated coach except for his Bowl. He had the most wins in
Gentlemen, the Oakland Raiders called this press conference today with a touch of sorrow, but also with a great respect for a job well done, perhaps one of the greatest jobs in the history of professional football.
See, I don't watch football. So.
I was in 7th grade at the time. I was about to take a math test.
I do remember I got out of school to attend it. I was a freshman in high school.
I took the kids out of school because I thought they should have witnessed this.
I think I was looking more at my brother at the time and getting his reaction. I'm the youngest in the family, so it was sad. It was a sad thing. I didn't Didn't know what's going to follow next.
I remember I was crying. He was crying. You know, we were, it wasn't what he wanted to do, but I think he knew he had to.
Long years of frustration for Oakland. Can't win the big one.
Listen, it's always hard because you want coaches to have whatever they want in life and in football. But I mean, it consumes them on so many different levels.
This profession can get you. It's a constant daily mental strain.
And his pass is broken up by Tatum. It's off! Rachel Harris has it!
Not that I carry old grudges, but playoff losses are tough because the finality of it. You have a loss in the postseason, you're done.
Listen, there's a little pressure in being a head coach. There was tremendous pressure back then. I know he felt that.
People don't realize, how much time it takes away, from your family, just having a life. And I know coaching for Al Davis, that had to be stressful as well.
There's some more stuff for you.
Okay.
But I'm so mad. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Clothes.
I remember the losses a whole lot more than I
That's
remember.
crazy.
You don't stay on top forever.
Everything that you give
And
me,
so
you always
I tell
say,
my mom that
nice
we've
on
got a
me.
brace for the backside of this roller
Your body
coaster.
shaped totally different. And mommy
It's not the game that takes anything out of you. The game is fun. That's the birthday party. That's the frosting on the cake. What takes it out of you is when you're the head coach, you're responsible for everything. You live and die with every play. Virginia just saw that I wasn't enjoying life.
I don't know what goes through a man's mind, but he probably thought that we were hung up on football, whereas we weren't. Finally, I just told him, I said, John, we don't need football. We need you.
I gave it everything I had. And really, it's basically that simple. I don't have any more. It's very difficult after 10 years to stand up and say that you're retiring. I'm not resigning, I'm not quitting, I'm not doing anything. I'm retiring from football coaching, and I'm never going to coach again.
Little do you know, you've been coaching for every year.
Football is my life, and it's something that I say proudly, but it's complicated, and I don't apologize for it.
Jamie, let me see you.
Excuse me. I'm not the same crazy coach who used to storm around the sidelines yelling at the officials. I've learned to relax, and I drank light beer from Miller. Do you know that light's got 1/3 less calories than a regular beer? And listen to this. Light doesn't fill me up. Besides that, light tastes fantastic. Oh, sure, there are a lot of other beers around, and you can drink any one you want. But let me tell you this.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
As I was saying, I don't care what anybody else.
Now you look like you're ready for high school. Wait, you want to jump out the window? Huh?
I gave it everything I had.
What?
I don't have any more. And I'm never going to coach again.
Mayor, come here.
When he retired from the Raiders, we didn't know what he was going to do.
Madden's retirement signals the end of an era, perhaps the end of a dynasty.
Madden insisted he was leaving because he wanted to, but had
Well, the kids had their sports and they had school, and
Come here.
I was running a bar. He was hanging around the house. And he was talking to the dog.
Go.
You know, to Bob.
Well, as soon as you sit down.
This is too slow for me. You know, I need action. I mean, I have to do something, and this isn't it.
Jeans I had for you.
when I first started coaching college, you had to teach to coach. You know, I graduated, you know, in education, so I had to teach all the way along. Yeah, I was a teacher. I mean, that's what I was. And after I got out of the coaching, I wanted to, you know, keep teaching football, and that's what I did.
Yeah, I need to get another estimate. This is all I'm getting now.
The University of California contacted him about teaching a football class on how to watch football, I believe it was called.
You gotta say that they just showed an end zone shot.
Whatever the case may be, but
and now you just play the numbers in here.
you need clothes.
You know, I just thought that, you know, that people watch all this football on TV, but they really don't know the game, really what's going to happen. So I wanted to teach like I coached, you know, for men and women, you know, and men always say, well, you don't understand, you know, but they could understand and know more.
He loves football and he loves the NFL, and he still wanted to work, but broadcasting was not something that he was impressed with.
John had no interest in going into broadcasting. He always thought that TV guys were, he called them hairdos. He thought Howard Cosell was just a bunch of baloney.
I'm Howard Cosell. My colleague, Don Merritt.
I don't think he was impressed with the industry. When he was coaching, Howard Cosell comes out, they had lost to the Buffalo Bills.
You're a man, right?
Yeah.
Please go help and guide him. Please. Please. I really don't know what to do with this boy here. I mean, I know nothing about raising boys into men. I don't. I'm a woman. I mean, I'm doing the best job that I can.
I know you are, honey. This is out of your control.
Okay, so
the
please.
pants are too small.
I know that.
Stop.
Don't
You keep saying you know, but you're not listening.
Go ahead, honey.
It ain't about not knowing. He's growing. That's the problem. He's growing. So now, literally, when we go shopping for him, it ain't no get his size. It's get bigger than his size.
He just had to be there to try it on.
That's what has to happen.
Yeah,
he's growing.
He has to really get, what they call that shit?
You got to buy pants the size that I would wear.
John, great show. And, you know, you catch my dad at the wrong moment, he let Cosell have it. Great, you know, show, but we're fighting for our lives here. For you, it's a show. To me, it's my livelihood.
The last thing we want to do is make excuses. I didn't want to broadcast. I wasn't a guy when I was coaching and say, I want to get out, I want to be a broadcaster. I want to do that. I didn't say that. I did.
What happened?
The men in the family do suffer from, because of them being so tall, their spine. And you notice how when Mary walk, how he
leans over.
Yeah.
I do that too. If you didn't notice, I do it too.
No. But I do know
what they did was doing it the right way, so I wasn't a fan of it. CBS wanted to give me, I don't know, 6 or 7 games or whatever it was. I said, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to broadcast. Maybe in a couple of years I'll want to do it. The agent at the time goes, maybe in a couple of years they won't want you. But every time in training camp, you'd have some players, you know, were away from home. It was real hot. There were 2-a-days, and they wanted to quit.
Mir, you changed your pants? Oh, you better hurry the fuck up. Do you need me to come in there? You know I will.
Go, Mom.
What? I'm serious.
I had a chance, some of them.
He hates
so I used to tell them, look, you know, you quit now, you'll never play football again the rest of your life. So I believe that, you know, if you don't take it now, you may never take it the rest of your life. So I said, I'll take it now.
John does a rehearsal game at the LA Coliseum with another young aspiring broadcaster by the name of Bob Costas.
I had never been in a booth in my life. It was with Bob Costas.
How hot is the shot?
And he looked like a 12-year-old kid. And I thought, what am I going to do with this guy?
The quarterback starts like he's going on a drop back pass, hands to the running back on a delay.
6 minutes and 37 seconds left at the Coliseum.
I had been doing a handful of regional games for CBS, and they wanted to try John out. And my job was just to be the setup guy, to just take care of the nuts and bolts and get out of the way so that they could see if John was good enough to maybe be somewhere on their roster.
So I got up there, and I thought, holy, we're in the LA Coliseum, and it's like a mile away. I'm detached. I don't know what's going on there.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bob Costas.
Bob Costas started out, and I'm saying, we're here in LA. And I look over and I thought, hold on, that's a little guy that I rode over with. I thought, holy moly, this guy's really good.
I just remember how much fun it was. Somehow, it turned out better than great for you, and it turned out reasonably okay for me.
My name's Ted Shaker, and I worked at CBS Sports for 14 years.
What sparked interest in someone like John Madden?
Because he was this bigger than life character. He was somebody that we watched on the sidelines. He's somebody that we heard in the interview sessions or the press conferences after games. He was just this remarkable personality and a big winner at a very young age. And so it was logical.
You've been a coach. Isn't this too early for the Buccaneers?
But what we didn't do was take John Madden and put him as the number one, analyst right out of the box.
The sooner the better. I feel that it'd be a big thing.
Even though he was a big name Super Bowl, winning coach.
Know that they're in the playoffs, and then they have another week, another month to peak.
It's not something that just, comes naturally. It takes time.
Well, he wasn't sure that he had the personality, the demeanor to do it.
One thing I remember, this is silly, but he's like, if I'm on camera, how do I hold the microphone?
Noise in the mix, or is it just in our headset?
You just can't talk when you want to, and you have to hit commercials, you have to hit halftime.
The medium range passes,
I just didn't think it was very good.
We want to throw those short little things where he can come back, set up, boom, get rid of the ball right now. And if you give him a lane in there, a pass rush lane, he'll take it. You see that hole right there? He sees it and knows that he can get all the way to the...
I knew after I did the first couple games, that's what I wanted to do.
Then this weekend, I think I've heard the word must win more than I ever have.
My dad continued to get better and better. It just felt real.
John had this energy that came to life, and it was authentic. And I think the people at CBS in the early 80s just saw something that they hadn't seen before.
Well, that's really not a problem when you're out of the Super Bowl in the next year. That's a nice problem, but...
This is something he wanted to do. Such a logical progression for him. And he was learning. And that's what he was doing, learning this whole time.
I wanted to broadcast. I mean, I didn't think I would, but I embraced it. I said, this is it.
Watch this replay. Makes a little basketball twist there and pivot, and boom, the ball's there right again between the 8 and the 9. Oh, is he happy?
He thought that football deserved better. He wanted to take football broadcasting somewhere where it hadn't been.
I thought he was going to shine. Everything John ever touched was a success. I can't think of anything he ever failed at. Except his driver's test. Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Hey, you get into fitness, you're likely to get into athlete's foot, and that could be tough. I mean, look at, you've got all that itching and cracking stuff, and watch this. Boom, even burning. You see that? Now, that's what you call a really tough case. That's when you want a medicine that acts tough. Boom, get tough actin, Tinactin.
pregame the Super Bowl. So it's going to be like Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay.
Not memories, but just more like feelings, you know, like what you felt like.
Do you even remember your Super Bowl?
We talk about Favre, you're the quarterback, and you're from Kill, Mississippi. You went to college in southern Mississippi. You're going to do things like that. Yep. He's the darndest guy I've ever seen.
I've had so many people ask me over the years, why the fascination between you and Coach Madden?
Brett Favre has to have a day. I mean, it has to be.
Why me? I thought about that sometimes.
But ultimately and eventually, you get down to Brett Favre and throwing.
When I met with Coach Madden, we were on the bus, and he would ask questions like, who you got coming to the game? I just remember I had a bunch of guys I played college ball with that came in, and I told him one of the guys that was coming in town had an uncle, a great uncle called Uncle Rube. And somehow we got to talking about, and I don't want to reveal too much, but Uncle Rube had a uncharacteristically large sack. John thought that was the most hilarious thing in the world. Lo and behold, the next day, Reggie White got a sack, and he squeezed in Uncle Rube in the telecast.
Well, that's the old Uncle Rube stuff. He just runs right into that sack. It was yeah, Uncle Rube was Uncle Rube. I don't know. I can't say it. Can't say it. In fact, they call that one as.
How did the bus come to be? You want the whole story? We got time? How much film you guys got?
He doesn't have a fear of flying. He's claustrophobic.
So when he was coaching, he flew because he had to. So he was on a flight from Tampa. When the door closes, he says he had a panic attack.
I mean, they're going to get up, rip the door open, and jump out, or I'm going to gut it out. And I said, well, I'll gut it out. And I said, if we land and I'm still alive, I'll never get on an airplane again. And I did. That was in 1980.
Never mentioned anything about what happened. Never has to this day.
So he started traveling by train.
Come on up here, Coach. Come on. Okay. Get one by the window. You really do this. It's the only way. The wheels never leave the ground.
Amtrak is owned by our government, so it takes 72 hours to get from coast to coast. So it just took a long time. They were not reliable.
So I'd go outside and they'd come in and I'd go in the locker room and they'd go in the dressing room. So 2 hours.
There was a shoot where John needed to get somewhere quickly, and CBS rented a tour bus for him. And it happened to be Dolly Parton's tour bus that she rented out. And I remember him saying, we need to get ourselves one of these.
And I thought, that's it. That's the answer. I want a bus.
That's the first bus we went on a trip.
Really across the.
Yeah. So this Man Cruiser. That was the bus. It was home to me for 23 years. And I enjoyed every last minute of it. You know, I might have made a wrong turn somewhere, but Coach never said anything because he knew that I cared about what I was doing. I cared about him, I cared about the bus, and we made some great trips.
The one thing about John Madden that I so appreciate is that he stopped to smell the flowers. When I got to Sports Illustrated in June 1989, one of the stories, one of my passion projects was I wanted to ride the bus across country with John Madden. John Madden, 54, has a job most of us would love to have. He sleeps as late as he wants and wears whatever clothes he wants almost every day of his life. He has to be somewhere with a tie on for only 3 hours a week. To do this job, he crisscrosses the United States 6 months a year in the greatest bus you've ever seen. What I've learned traveling around is this. People are nice. You go to a big city and you hear the world is going to hell, but it's not true. Small parts of it are. The whole isn't. You get out there and it makes you feel better about America. The thing works.
When you get mad at the referee, you start pulling his parts off.
When you don't have to pretend, when you don't have to think, okay, now what am I going to say here? He never had to do that because he was always going to talk like he was talking to a guy sitting right in front of him and explaining the game to him.
Gets his depth and sets up at a point just about behind his right tackle.
John worked with a number of play-by-play people.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Bender, along with John Madden.
Dick Stockton, Vin Scully.
John, working with you has already improved my posture.
I worked with Lindsey Nelson. I worked with Jack Buck. When they needed someone to fill in, I was on the bench. I was there.
Dick Vermeil said you can't learn anything from losing except how to lose. I can agree with Dick. Okay, Ben.
I think it was, finding his way.
Go get it. It's
Once he became the number one guy, who do we want to work with John?
It's winter.
And I think it was unanimous. It was Pat Summerall.
We're not in a warm climate
Pat was
area.
against this thing in the beginning with working with John. And John was an outsider to that crew that had been there.
Hello. John didn't hear the countdown that time. I still don't hear them now. Hello?
Pat was with Tom Brookshire. They were pals.
Back in behind those flyers and all those petitions, John Madden.
The first year I worked with him
Get
for
the
a
damn
couple
hat, Bear.
games.
It's cold.
Neither one of us thought that we'd ever work together
Bear,
because
you
he
can't
did it
catch
for
the
so
bus. You
long.
will catch it.
And that, I was coming in
But
and I
damn
was
it, Bear. You
always a
should
new
know these
guy.
things. You're in
The
high
pairing
school. You're
of
a
these
young
two
man.
guys, one understated.
It's like opening the door and looking at the world. And here come the 49ers.
One who can't stop talking.
If someone's not open, you move to the right. He's the best in football at that.
Now, finally, John, you having been a coach.
I mean, it was like the first time peanut butter met jelly.
This is South Florida.
16. What a build-up. We've been here since Monday, and I felt like running down and playing.
Goosebumps all over. Pat understood it. Pat played the game, coached the game, was an analyst, and a play-by-play guy. He knew it from every angle.
Pat was just the perfect partner. Pat was probably at a place in his career where he wanted to up his game a little bit.
10 from just outside the 10. The throw to Cooper. And Cooper scores for San Francisco from Montana. Big Earl Cooper.
He just plays at a different level, another level, and he makes it look so easy. Like the rest of people, you struggle through life, do things, and this guy comes in and kind of makes a joke out of it.
Just sort of glides around and gets it done.
And even in practice, everything he does is like that.
His ability to describe what was going on and also have fun at it at the same time, he made everyone want to watch football. Women, kids, any age, didn't matter. He brought life to the booth that I would imagine he had on that same sideline.
Now Joe Montana saying he took the football. He doesn't have to control his excitement anymore.
San Francisco, what a remarkable story.
And Pat was played right off of him. They were a good match. Good match.
For this team, for this coach, for this owner, for this town,
There's no one like that, and there won't be anyone like
We
it.
have this one last chance. I can't tell you what a joy it's been working with you.
Well, I sure enjoyed it, and I thank you for everything. For having to put up with all my goofy things.
Well, all I can say to you is I hope the rest of the year continues to be good to you, and may no train pass you by. Let's go back to Brent Musburger.
Okay. And you notice Fat Troy Aikman's trying to grow a beard. There it is. He got a little in here and a little up there. Here, but he doesn't have anything here at all. Watch, when you take it off, he doesn't have anything going up in there.
You got to give him time. He just had his 29th birthday.
I know, but I don't think he's doing a very good. I quit.
That's John Madden summed up right there in one piece.
I've never seen that. Like, this is a father bucket, this is a mother bucket, and since the last... I just used it all the time. Sometimes it was too... I know that. But you did that with plays, you know, like when you were diagramming a play. You know, you'd be saying that this guy here, you know, in the tackle, you block, you cut, you slant in behind him, and all that stuff. And there was this stuff all over. They talk about Bill Belichick as a gym rat coach. Now, where would you think that he would keep the flag when he's not going to throw it? Where any head coach is a gym rat. I mean, that's what old coaches.
When you as a coach win, you get to be a genius.
If you look at it,
but if you look at it,
you're a guy that was a PE.
You're a guy that was a PE major in college.
Your best
class was recess. That's the truth.
And then
you become a coach.
Some games, then you become a genius.
You go from being good at recess to being a genius.
Recess to being a genius.
That's a hell of a quote.
Yeah, look at this here. I see two fat guys talking football, and man,
was just the perfect partner.
It was too. I know that. But you did that with plays, you know, like when you were diagramming a play. You know, you'd be saying that this guy here, you know, in the tackle, you block, you cut, you slant in behind him, and all that stuff. And there was this stuff all over. They talk about Bill Belichick as a gym rat coach. Now, where would you think that he would keep the flag when he's not going to throw it? Where any head coach is a gym rat. I mean, that's what old coaches.
When you as a coach win, you get to be a genius.
If you look at it,
but if you look at it,
you're a guy that was a PE.
You're a guy that.
Wow. Bill Belichick coached under John Madden.
Major in college.
Your best
class was recess. That's the truth.
And then
you become a coach.
Some games, then you become a genius.
You go from being good at recess to being a genius.
Recess to being a genius.
That's a hell of a quote.
Yeah, look at this here. I see two fat guys talking football, and man, we just had a lot in common. I think he was like a regular neighborhood New Jersey guy. He was candid, he was honest, he was demonstrative, he was forthright. Sometimes different words would come out, bams and booms. And
give me a one right in the head there. I love it.
People said, you know what? We like this.
Boy, can I go for a nice cold light beer from Miller? So I thought I'd just pop in at my favorite hangout and have one with the guys. Well, the whole gang drinks light. Oh, sure, there's a lot of other light beers around, but we all agree the light beer for me is terrific. And get this, it's less filling.
My name's Bob Stenner. I've worked with Pat and John for 21 years. John, he would test you. He would ask questions all the time. That's the coach in him, and that's the school teacher in him. It's the way he felt to get the most out of people, and he did.
That was a great experience. watching film, going to practice.
Madden, what do you think of that style?
Where everyone gets together and everyone hangs out together. It was just camaraderie. I loved it.
When I was in junior college, I threw a baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, now stepping up to throw the first ball, Bob Stinner.
Right off the bus.
Get it over. I threw it over.
I don't know.
I'm just a street kid from New York, hired to be a broadcast associate.
Where's Richard?
CBS.
Where's Science?
I find myself working with John Madden on the lead crew. We're on the bus, and I think we are somewhere in Wyoming. Typical, right? And John is getting calls from every network. Like he's just sitting there.
Major victory for the young, upstart Fox television network. The network that brought America Married with Children and Beverly Hills 90210 will soon be broadcasting professional football after outmaneuvering CBS.
I had left college to go work for CBS at Lillehammer as a BA with Richie Zients on hockey. We knew that CBS had lost the NFL. You're over there as a 21-year-old kid with a bunch of CBS people. They don't know what's going to happen in their lives.
I remember we were in New York, and he had mentioned the fact that Fox had contacted him. And he said before he signed a contract, he wanted to meet Rupert Murdoch.
Rupert Murdoch, chairman and CEO of Fox Incorporated, says consumers want
the swagger. In 1993, Murdoch walked into the network's clubhouse and declared, "Fox is here to play. We want football."
If I was looking for an American, a real American, to introduce to an Englishman or an Australian or whatever, it could be to John Madden. He wanted to be assured that we had the same standards as CBS. I said to him, no, we want much better. I'm bringing in David Hill. He's the greatest sports producer in the world.
First of all, I never believed that that Fox would get the NFC package of the NFL. Never.
CBS never saw it coming, but after 38 years, the network lost the TV rights to the National Football Conference to a network that did not even exist 7 years ago.
Every journalist said they've paid far too much. The NFL's made a mistake, that they're going to have John Madden looking like Bart Simpson.
Nice job.
If we'd screwed up, I have no doubt the NFL would have taken that contract back from Fox. We didn't even have a logo, didn't have a theme, didn't have a studio, nothing. And we certainly didn't have any broadcast teams. Well, who do we need to prove that we're legit? And there was only two. That was Pat Summerall and John Madden.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought he was human and take the highest bid. We were determined to get him, and we paid what we had to pay. John signed on. The rest followed.
The idea that you could be an expansion team and end up signing the #1 player in that league, how does that happen?
Does anybody have any spare?
And then there's a line of people, like a conga line, following John to Fox. Pat Summerall, Bob Stinner. And now all of a sudden, Fox has all of CBS's best people.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, roll 73.
This is a Fox Sports presentation.
For John, I viewed him as the conscience of our network. And it was a blank slate, and we hired people, and we hired producers, directors, PAs, the whole thing. I look back on it now 28 years ago and I go, my God, how did we do that? When you hire John Madden, you have instant credibility.
When Fox got the NFL package, the first thing they hired John and Pat Summerall. I think that made a statement to the entire country. Hey, We're fixing to go out there and be the very best.
John made this business bigger and better than it had ever been. If you just heard his voice, even in the distance, that was a TV you had to run to.
As a coach, I didn't want to have a lot of rules because the more rules you have, the more chances they have to break them. So I had 3 rules.
Number 1, be on time. Number 2, pay attention. And number 3, when I ask you to play hard, play hard. I'm a kid that ended up getting an opportunity to get a job at Fox, and you walk in and there are people who have been doing this for a very long time. There are people who you've been watching on television do this for a very long time. But everybody stops when John walks in. It wasn't just the fact that you were in the same room as them, but now, to a certain degree, you're a colleague.
I felt like I was at the birth of a star.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to do it again.
I saw it develop, and I saw him become what he became.
Hi, I'm John Madden. 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 Now, just in case there's any confusion on the subject, I'm here to help you learn how to watch football this fall. First of all, you bring over all your friends.
Television is all about human beings talking to human beings. John's magic was that he was educating the public. This was an occasion. This was an event.
So, that's just you. You sit right.
It was the great John Madden.
Decided you can go all over the place. I enjoyed CBS. Thought I'd be there forever. Then I lost it. Going to Fox, it was something new and different. That's the part that I remember the most.
That's our old man, the linebackers. Now, here's what else is coming up.
Wait a minute.
The Outback is all Madden country, and out here, they have their own kind of tailgating. Outbacking. Check out that perfect end over end. That's all Madden. These seasoned pros are ready to go. That's all Madden. And there's no penalty for piling on.
You'll always find a great steak and a great time at Outback Steakhouse.
One thing I never hear in the Outback is, that's all, Madden.
Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
They want to be on the cover of Madden. They want to be in the game, Madden. They want to be lifted to the highest step of the pedestal that you can from Madden. All this nonsense about the Madden curse, it's the Madden blessing.
Playing myself on Madden, it was so weird because I tried to run too much. I didn't focus on passing. So I went and got Brady and Peyton Manning and Drew Brees, and I always wanted to be a pocket passer, so I played with those guys. John Madden was the voice. He made me want to play in the National Football League.
Well, right off the top, I have to ask him this kind of embarrassing question because I'm concerned about the graphic speed of 8-bit machines. I thought, well, you know, you could take out the guards and the tackles, and he just put his foot down immediately and said,
if you don't have 11 against 11, it's not football.
And then it was like, yeah, oh yeah, right.
They go back in this time.
He just said, no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it this way. It had to be real football to him. That game alone ended up creating millions of fans. You talk about people who have learned about the game of football.
1st and 10. 3 wide receivers.
I used to watch the throwback games, and they have Vince Lombardi and John Madden, you know, legendary coaches, you know, getting held up by their team at the time. So I already seen Mr. Madden, like, okay, he was a coach. Like, he's not going to be a water boy and getting put up in the air like that. I'm not gonna lie, I really lose on that. Like, if I'm playing, I don't really lose like that. Like, it gotta be somebody who's really good to make me lose. I'm not just gonna lose.
I think if you look at the game, the evolution as a game, you know, the pro football game changes. As we've grown, the game has gotten faster. It's played at a faster pace, and the players are faster.
EA Sports, it's in the game. Well, my first encounter with the game, that's when they had Michael Vick on the cover. The younger version of myself and other guys, we used to pick with our favorite players. I mean, that's what we did all our lives, It still give you that little kid vibe, like I'm still a little kid at heart.
The 32nd pick.
And it's like, man, I want to go to the league one day.
Select Lamar Jackson. Wow.
There's a lot of kids that have learned football by playing the Madden game, where they'll say, we ought to do it like they do it in a video game. And I'm thinking, holy moly, what a change. It's okay to say, what are you doing? I'm going to go play Madden.
Oh, yeah. They showed me this. It's dope.
What Jackson's done in and out and back and forth and like a video game right now. He keeps it to the end zone, touchdown.
When he told me, you're the guy who was choosing this year, I'm like, what? I almost cried. I don't cry. I just ain't like my overall at the time. I'm like, man, I got to get that up. But, just me being in the game, it's like, man, I'm part of Mr. John Madden's history, So it was like one of the chosen ones. Those guys who's been on the cover was chosen ones.
That was a big hit. All those guys on defense did a good job of filling the gap, so the running back had nowhere to go.
It's mind-boggling that it's become such a big brand that it's just called Madden. Maybe Madden as a brand is still going to be around hundreds of years from now.
You look back and you realize that, how long ago that was, what the game was, and you kind of think what you were at the time.
Time out! Boom! Tough actin' Tinactin. You see, Tinactin cures even...
John was starting to become one of the most sought-after pitchmen in sports. Really, at the time, it was Michael Jordan and John Madden. There were always networks reaching out saying, is there any chance to get Madden? And it opened the Dick Ebersol door, which once that door opens, forget about it.
He appeals to your son or your grandson, uncle or your grandfather. He appeals to all these different people. Boom! I mean, John was his own sound effects machine. Who else ever did that before? John made it humane. The first time I really spent time with John is when he, for whatever wonderful, bizarre reason, agreed to my invitation for him to host Saturday Night Live in its heyday.
Everything was going so well. That was my first Super Bowl with Pat. And then Dick Ebersol wanted me to do Saturday Night Live. And so I said, yeah, I'll do it,
Hey, this is going to be a great show. I've been practicing with the team all week. They're terrific.
He takes a $50 bill off the top and he goes, wow. And I'm looking at that and I'm saying, ooh, that is weird now.
We were always looking for people who, stretched the boundaries, and I always believed in eclectic. So does Lorne Michaels to this day.
You don't think I'm going in there for 35 cents, do you?
I think you can say John's fearless, and if he is afraid, he does a hell of a job of disguising it. There's never been anybody like him before, and I can guarantee you there will never be anybody like him again.
Taken in the end zone by McAllister, and McAllister's going to come out with it, figuring he has nothing to lose. McAllister coming down the sideline, and McAllister...
Oh, you could feel it because, if there was a play...
Can you believe this?
And it had like a seminal ending.
This is unbelievable. Look at Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis threw a block as well. That's a...
Anytime you have contact, it was always, he pulls up there and boom! He hits that guy.
I got to do one of yours. Boom, 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 boom.
Worse than a boom, that's one that loosens your teeth.
That might have been one. I remember that one too. Boom! How's that one? That was my first boom ever. I had a great trip with him on the Madden bus early on as I was commissioner. We went to, I think, 5 or 6 different training camps. You get out at a rest stop with Coach Madden, everybody from all over. We couldn't get it back on the bus.
How are you?
Good, how are you? going through?
Sometimes I just met them. They just follow us and follow us until we park. To just see him get off the bus, you know.
I want to talk to John Madden.
Hey, yo.
Hey, John.
Coach was a total celebrity, beyond celebrity. That's the way people treated him.
John was in an exclusive world, but he was very inclusive.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Oh, yes, sir.
People would come up and talk to him in the restaurants, and he wasn't in a hurry.
I appreciate it. Okay, very much. Good luck, Packers. See you later.
John's style, if I had one word, I would say connectivity. He knew how to connect. He knew the big city life. He knew the football life. But I think when he went out there in the country, he connected to these people.
You're going down to the Packers game tomorrow?
Yeah. On our way to Madison.
I always wanted to talk to the local people, and I wanted to talk about what they did. I remember one day I'm talking to a dairy farmer. When you're a dairy farmer, you don't get a day off. You have to milk those cows every day. And I thought, geez, I think this game of football is serious, but other people have serious things. It was just things like that.
It's like being on top of the world.
You find out how the country is made.
Hey guys, why don't we make a check-in with Melissa Starr? Melissa is off 6 weeks.
Now, we saw the two teams going at it before the game tonight, and I mentioned that Steelers... We had an instant connection. Were you still on that? Can you tell me the Princess Diana thing?
And he flew up there so he could tell Bob it was not.
I was really young, mid-20s, and he's sort of this godlike figure.
You got my drift.
Anyone you talk to, they love him for a different reason. But when it comes down to it, the beauty of him is just how down to earth and genuine he is, despite everything he's achieved. Me personally? We just connected on a really human level, which is rare, I think, in this business. No!
You're impressive, and you know. Yeah, no. But then wait a minute here. Let me coach you.
See how soft-spoken he is, and with a smile. I don't think I've ever seen this. Oh my gosh.
That's it. Good. Listen, hands up.
I broke his rhythm.
It's a lot easier to complete when Melissa's not on defense.
I need to fine-tune my technique. He was always giving me confidence and treating me like I was one of the guys. For him to believe in me, I mean, that's everything.
We come here on a glorious quest, a search for that which can be found nowhere else. Where, in the trenches where mighty men clash, amidst the echoes of glories past, high atop Olympus. Oh, this is our quest. This is what football is all about. Now all I can do is find that nacho guy. Omaha!
My grandfather was a huge football fan, obviously loved watching his grandchildren play. In my rookie year, we weren't very good, obviously, 3-13. It's like every other week he would ask me, are Madden and Summerall doing the game Sunday? I said, Papa, no, they're not. We're playing the Bengals, who are 1-9. Madden and Summerall just don't do those games. Next thing you know, we were playing the Cowboys. They, of course, had Aikman, Emmett, Dion. That was a big deal. But the Madden Summerall combination coming to town was just as big.
Well, you think of Peyton Manning, and he reminds you so much of his dad, Archie Manning, and what a job they did in raising him. And I mean, he's what it's all about. And he's kind of my new favorite player, if that makes any sense.
It does. And I can see why.
No, it was a great memory. It was a great... in our building, we felt like we have a chance to be something special, but we can't go out there and say that. But when John Madden comes in and says it, okay, this must be real.
They're on their way to something big, to something special.
This will be Thanksgiving John Madden style.
Those are the only two things you need. There's a turkey to eat and a football to throw. What else the guy need?
Which turkey is this?
This is a turducken.
Turducken.
See, it's turkey, dressing, duck, dressing, chicken.
First glance, it's a turkey, but if you look a little deeper, there's more to this bird.
1997, John Madden was coming to New Orleans to call a Saints game. Local radio personality said, wouldn't it be nice if John Madden would try this turducken? The next thing you know, we bring in a turducken to the game.
Scores and highlights of all the other games have been some surprises today, including that turducken.
Turducken.
It smelled so good, so I just started grabbing it, pulling it apart. And man, just ate it because it's all boneless.
Yeah. About a week later, I get a phone call from Fox Sports. They said, Glenn, John Madden wants the turducken to be the official food for our Madden team.
Here it is.
We're selling like 250 turduckens for Thanksgiving.
Hey, Mr. Madden, Mr. Summerall, happy Thanksgiving, fellas.
We were doing 6,000 turduckens the following year, just because of John Madden.
Thanksgiving is a traditional day.
When John Madden speaks, people listen.
Football game and turkey legs and turduckens and great football players and
all Madden turducken,
It doesn't get any better than this.
Let's talk football. That's why we're here, after all.
Yes, big and surprisingly fast. He could run. Some of the years are fuzzy, but I've known John since the 3rd grade, and we've been best of friends all that time.
Offense, you have 11 guys, and they all have to be in the same page. I mean, the ends have to run the pass pattern, the backs have to go where they're supposed to go, the quarterback has to
John was a lineman.
But the most important thing are those big offensive linemen, the guys in the trenches.
No, let me stretch it. John is a lineman. You can tell by the shirts that he wears what he had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's all right here, right on.
Start going this way, that's about 1,000-pound a guy going that way.
He was the first broadcaster to really pay attention to the offensive line.
Big hole there.
He identifies with all the offensive linemen in particular and defensive linemen, because really, that's where the game is played.
And then his childhood pal, John Robinson, said, you should do your own full protein, like Madden sort of guy.
We had a clear idea of who the Madden team was. Anybody that would hit was tough. The guys were a little squirrely. He loved it. He'd tell him, you're one of my kind of guys.
Good evening. Dan Rather reporting from New York. Tonight, after months of intense lobbying, an eager nation now awaits its first look at this year's All-Madden team. And here is John Madden.
Well, we're getting ready to announce the annual All-Madden team, and we do have one rule, and the only rule is that
being tough, having passion about the game.
Well, that's the thing that you miss in football,
Rough and tumble, get in your face.
Always chomping in the bit, he's ready to go.
They were like the neighborhood bully.
Number one, you have to be willing to get dirty. You have to be willing to bruise yourself. You got to hurt yourself. You got to play with a little pain.
It was like a biker gang.
Guys on the All-Madden team play with broken legs.